Good morning everybody and welcome to Digging the Course 365. I'm in a cracking mood today. I don't know, I've got my energy back. I don't know what's happened. Just slept well, I guess. Full of energy, can't wait for today. Now, I've looked on Google Maps. I've been trying to find a secluded beach and I found this one. This is just like a lay-by off the main road and you can't get over because there's a big high fence here. And there's a drop at the other side like that. It's a very steep, like cliff, basically. There is a little footpath-y type thing going down here, which I've just walked down, but it just comes to an end. There's nothing there. So you can't get down there, so I'm going to have to look for somewhere else, which is a shame, but I want somewhere like that. Let's keep going. We're taking a little detour to somewhere called St Ninian's Cave, somewhere very, very special in Scotland's history. I don't know much about it. I'm offline and I can't find anything out on my phone, so I'm hoping there's going to be some signs down there to tell us more. What I didn't realise is you have to park a mile away and walk a mile, and there's a sign back there saying, "We recommend you wear stout footwear." Now, I always thought stout was a beer. Beer footwear, what's all that about? So this place was recommended to me by my Auntie Susan. Now, my Auntie Susan's like the poshest of the common people in the family. She's like the Lady Diana of the family. She's still very common, but she's got a very posh outer, and it comes across as posh. You've got three sisters in the family. There's Auntie Susan, my mother, and my Auntie Katie, yeah? And the three of them, you know, they're all posh common to me, but if you had to put them on a scale, I'd say Auntie Susan's like as common as a tree, which is pretty common, really, but not as common as they used to be. You see, the older she's got, the posher she's got. And then you've got my mother, who's as common as a stone, which is pretty common, really, always been pretty common. And then you've got me Auntie Katie, well, she's just as common as grass. But she's lovely, you know, nothing wrong with being as common as grass. And, you know, in winter, grass sometimes dies back and it isn't as common, if you want to look at it that way, but in general, pretty common. You should see it when the three of them get together. It's like a scene out of Cinderella. I'm not going to tell you which scene because I might have to see them all again and get into trouble. So the big problem I've had on this trip, on this leg of the trip, is all my clothes are dirty. I've nowhere to clean my clothes, there's no laundrettes. None within like 70 miles from what I've looked at on the internet, there's nowhere. So, went back to a charity shop. I thought I'll, you know, buy some cheap clothes, throw my mucky ones away and get some new. I've been in here. This charity shop, it's a YMCA charity thing. And it's just for local, they have like a local youth club round the corner, helping kids around the corner. And I'm thinking, we helped kids last time, didn't we? Maybe we could do it again with this shop, because honestly, I have just bought 4 jumpers and 2 pairs of jeans for £6. £6. Any other charity shop around England, around Britain, you're paying £3.50 per pair. Per top. It's ridiculously cheap. So they've really helped me out, and I'm thinking maybe while I'm staying here we could help them out. So if anyone would like to donate to help these kids in this local area, please do. And I wish I'd have done this from the start, to be honest with you, supporting tiny charities, small charities, which would appreciate £400 more than a national charity where £400 gets diluted so much that it doesn't mean that much to them. If I could go next door with £400, that would be like the highlight of the decade for them. They would be over the moon. And you've got to remember, they've really helped me out. They don't know they've helped me out, but what, £6? £6 for 4 jumpers and 2 pairs of jeans? which is what, $8? $8? It's ridiculous, ridiculously cheap. They're never going to raise enough money to do what they want to do. Let's raise them the kind of money they deserve, and let's make something happen for this little village, this little community who have really looked after me in the last couple of days. They deserve it. They've looked after me. So if you'd like to donate, please do so through PayPal, through deepdiggerdan1@gmail.com, and please put in like a title or in the description for the charity shop. Just put charity shop. If you put charity shop, I'll know if it's for next door, and then in a couple of days I'll go in there and I'll give them all the money we've raised, if we raise any. But I think it's a wonderful, wonderful cause. I have to say, it's not a bad little walk actually. Just down this track through the woods. It's quite serene and beautiful. Just looking for a toilet or a tree. How's that for an incredibly cute bridge? The smallest bridge I've ever seen in my life. It's about 8 foot across. Lovely. Anyone have any ideas on that one? A bit of rope with a big boulder wrapped around it at the bottom and a shell. Is that something witchcrafty? So when I looked this place up this morning, at first I thought it was going to be on the beach. And then I looked on Google Maps and it says it was like a mile inside, which must have been where the car park is, because I've walked a mile and we've come to the beach. It's a shame I couldn't metal detect down here because, God, the history of this place. But it's a Scottish history site, so you've no chance of doing it legally. But yeah, I can't wait to see this cave. I want to see what's so exciting about a cave. So we've made it to the beach. I don't know what that is up there, but I'm certainly not climbing up there to find out. But there's a cross up on the top of there. Don't know if you can see it. Looks like a wooden cross. And the cave is just up here. Let's go. I couldn't have metal detected here anyway. It's just too big of pebbles. I don't mind when it's fine shingly stuff, but nah, you can't detect in that. So here we are at St Ninian's Cave. It is not what I expected at all. I thought it was going to be a very deep cavern. It's not, it's just a tiny little hole really. But this is where St Ninian himself came to pray, so they say. St Ninian was, I believe, the first saint of Scotland, the first Christian to come to Scotland, and he was a bishop up in the whatever, the local, let me just check this out for you, the first Christian ministry. He built a church and he was the bishop at the church at Whithorn. And he died in 431. So people have been coming here for hundreds of years, if not 1500 years, paying their respects, coming on pilgrimages, because this is where St Ninian was. And a lot of people come here nowadays to remember their family by the look at it. If you look at all the stones which have been put up here and the crosses, little gifts, people have been putting things in here, and a lot of them say, "We miss you, Mum. Rest in peace, Mum." And it's a very peaceful, quaint little place. Now there is a museum up in Whithorn near this church, I think, and I think that is where they've got these wonderful crosses, stone, carved out stones, which I'd love to see. So I might pop up over there. I think it's about 4 miles away. I might go have a look. But yeah, it is just a cave, but it is very interesting. You know, I like to see things like this, and it's right next to the sea. You can see why he would come up here, can't you? It's beautiful. Somebody's dog there, someone paying their respects to him. And I've noticed up here, look, lots of coins being left. So I'm going to leave, I'm only leaving 5p. Look, I'm not made of money, but I'll do my little bit. There's 5p from me. And something which has absolutely disgusted me, I'll have to say. Where was it? Look at this. That just makes you sick, doesn't it? Absolutely sick. Some people have just no respect for anything. Before I go, that's coming out, I can tell you now. I'll put that in my pocket and get rid of it. Disgusting. The main reason I want to go to this museum is to find out the full story, because I don't know it. As I say, I've no internet, so I can't tell you the full story about this saint. But I'm sure it's a very interesting one. So we'll go up there, see this museum, and hopefully I can tell you more about this Saint Ninian, who I'd never heard of until this morning. Somebody mentioned that there was one of them in my video yesterday. A stone with a cross in it. They're all over the place. So I'm not a religious person, but I just took 2 minutes and did a little prayer in the cave. I just felt that's what people should do, really. I'm not going to tell you what I prayed for, but come on, let's get it up to £50,000, guys. We're not far away, we're not far away. Keep the donations coming in, people. All the links in the description. Click on diggingthecoast.com, then click on donate and give all that you can. Thank you very much. I think we had about £300 in the last 24 hours, mainly from Americans. Thank you all very much. I can't reel off the names because I've no internet where I am, but very well done, guys. Keep it coming. Let's try and make some more wishes come true and maybe answer a prayer. I think I need more than a prayer at the moment. I need a miracle. What on earth is that? So that is St Ninian's Chapel, built in about 1300s, but they reckon there was one there before then, which there'd have to be if it was actually his chapel, if he was the bishop there. So it's obviously replaced an older one, which it says would have been a lot narrower. And it's got a wall going around it, which apparently a lot of churches did back then. Didn't know that. Now there's something here, and I don't know what it is. It's like a big cairn. Wow, the Witness Cairn. We have to have a look at this. So here you have a cairn. Now I've never seen anything like this before. I've seen many cairns where people pile up stones when they're going on long travels and pilgrimages and things. But this one, all the stones, a lot of the stones, actually have people's names on them, giving respect to people who've died in their families. And they've gone to a lot of effort, some of them. They're really, really beautiful. This must have been gathered over decades and decades. But it's called the Witness Cairn. And it does say, "Dear visitor pilgrim, you are invited to add your own stone to the cairn." Beautiful. So this is the Isle of Whithorn, or Withorn. I'm sure it's Whithorn. I've shown you the chapel. This is the very end of this peninsula. I think that's the Isle of Man over there, but I'm not 100% sure, because there's this plaque here saying about, I think about 6 or 7 pretty young men who died when it looks like a ship went down, but I don't know the full story. But yeah, we're not going to be getting any metal detecting in today, guys. It's just all rocky down here. I noticed further up the coast it were all mud, and here it's all rocky, so I might have to go back to where I was yesterday, but a bit further back tomorrow to find a different beach. But time's knocking on now, the tide's coming back in, so I'm just going to continue this journey trying to find these stones and this museum, because I want to know now. Okay, I've had to ask an old timer, an old man, where the museum is. I'm going to try and get there now. The accent is getting really strong around here, I've noticed. You know, especially for the older guys, very hard to understand. This is something which really, really annoys me with cigarettes. Now, I know nobody should smoke, I know it's a disgusting habit, but some of the pictures on them are absolutely disgustingly gruesome. It doesn't stop people smoking, it just looks disgusting. You've got that minging one there, a man in hospital there, but what's really annoyed me is the latest one shows me dead. That's me. That looks like me. Please tell me that's not me. I've managed to find where the stones are. They're in a museum, just round there. The lady who's in the museum is out doing a tour at the moment for 10 minutes, so I've been asked to go back. But then when I asked if I can film, they says, Yeah, you just can't put it on any internet sites such as Facebook or YouTube. So I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. You know, I have done that in the past. But I want to talk whilst I'm in there, you know. I don't want to just secretly take a few pictures and blah blah. So I'll just put you some pictures up now. They'll be online. I'll be able to find them online and just put them up now. Same thing, innit? And it'll save me £6. So anyway, that's the end of this little journey trying to find St Ninian's past and more out about him. Unfortunately, I couldn't because I've no internet and I'm not in the museum. There you go, there's a few things from inside the museum. I'm not allowed to show you them on internet in real life, but they can't stop me showing you that, surely. It's in a publication, for God's sake. I'm going to try and find somewhere to metal detect when I'm back, but I think the tide will be in. So, if this video carries on, I've found somewhere to detect. If it doesn't, I'll see you tomorrow on Digging the Coast 365.
Thank you guys for your donations. Please keep those donations coming in. You can donate to Rays of Sunshine by clicking on the link in the description, going to diggingthecoast.com. Let's make some wishes come true for some seriously and terminally ill children, and thank you very much. Go on, get in! Get in!